This is code.org. Let's see what we're doing. Consider the following code segment. All right, so we have a for loop. We're declaring this variable index, and we're setting it equal to 5. Index apparently has to be greater than or equal to 0 to be able to stop. So once index is greater than or equal to 0, index the for loop is over, and we decrement or we subtract 1 from index each time. So our first loop through index is 5, so 5 would be printed to the screen. Hit the bottom, back to the top. Now, since index was 5, but remember now we're going to have to start decrementing, or we're going to have to take away 1. Index, well, 5 minus 1 is 4. Is 4 greater than or equal to 0? Yes, 4 is. So this is true. This statement's true. 4 is greater than 0 still, so we're good to go. Duck back into this, and now we print 4. Now notice the print statement here, guys. Print. That's not println, right? So println would obviously force things onto a new line. It forces it onto a new line, right? So print is just, this is all going to be on the same line. Bloop. And now we were at 4. 4 minus 1 shockingly is 3. 3 is still bigger than or equal to 0, so this is still true. Bloop. Drop back in here. So now we have 5, 4, 3 on the screen. Hit the bottom. Zoop. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 is bigger than 0. Zoop. Now we have 5, 4, 3, 2. I see where this is going. Bloop. Bloop. 2 minus 1 is 1, and 1 is greater than or equal to 0. Hit here. Zoop. 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 minus 1, shockingly, is 0. 0 is greater than or equal to 0. So we print 0 on the screen, bloop, back up here. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 is not greater than or equal to 0. It's less than 0. So now this loop is done running. So what would be printed? Well, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, I believe. Make sure you go back through this on your own. We need to make sure we hammer home these concepts. They're going to be important moving forward. Onward.